Lymphatic vessels are also known as lymphatics. They make up a one-way system of moving fluid toward the heart. This is different from blood vessels. Blood vessels make up a two-way system, moving blood toward the heart as well as away from the heart. There are several different types of lymphatic vessels. Lymphatic capillaries will feed into collecting ducts, which will lead to trunks and then to ducts. The ducts then will empty into veins near the heart. This figure is a good illustration of the one-way flow of lymph through the lymphatic vessels. Interstitial fluid will enter the lymphatic capillaries and move toward the heart, emptying into the subclavian veins. Larger lymphatics are similar to medium and large sized veins. Lymphatic vessels will have more valves than veins, and they will also anastomose more frequently. Similar to large arteries and veins, they will have a vasa vasorum. The lymphatic system lacks an organ that acts as a pump. Under normal conditions, lymphatic vessels are low-pressure conduits. The lymphatic vessels utilize the same mechanisms that promote venous return in blood vessels: the milking action of skeletal muscles, pressure changes in the thoracic cavity during breathing, and valves to prevent backflow. In addition, smooth muscles rhythmically contract to help move the lymph. Now let's look at the different types of lymphatic vessels and their specific characteristics. We'll begin with lymphatic capillaries. Lymphatic capillaries are blind-ended. Notice the red arrow. What this means is that there is an end of the capillary that is not attached to another tube. This is different than blood capillaries. Recall that blood capillaries are attached at both ends, to an arteriole at one end and a venule at another end. The endothelium of the lymphatic capillaries consists of cells that overlap one another, creating mini valves. These are like swinging doors. When the interstitial fluid pressure increases, it opens up the valves and interstitial fluid will enter into the lymphatic capillary. When the pressure in the interstitial fluid decreases, the valves will close. Due to these mini valves, lymphatic capillaries are much more permeable than blood capillaries. These mini valves allow plasma proteins as well as cells to enter into the lymphatic capillaries. Anchoring filaments made of collagen fibers attach the lymphatic capillaries to surrounding structures. This prevents the capillaries from collapsing when the interstitial fluid pressure increases. As mentioned before, lymphatic capillaries located within the walls of the small intestine are called lacteals. The lymph inside these capillaries containing the triglycerides and other lipids is called chyle. Lymphatic capillaries are found throughout your body. Exceptions have traditionally included bone marrow, cartilage, teeth, and the cornea. Lymphatic capillaries empty into collecting vessels. Collecting vessels carry lymph to and away from lymph nodes. They also drain into trunks. You will need to know the difference between an afferent and an efferent collecting vessel. The afferent collecting vessels carry lymph toward the lymph node, and the efferent collecting vessels carry lymph away from the lymph nodes. Let's move on to the trunks. In approximately 50% of individuals, the intestinal and lumbar trunks drain into an enlarged area called the cisterna chyli. Lymphatic ducts, recall, receive the fluid from the trunks. The ducts return the fluid to the circulatory veins at the subclavian veins, near the heart. There are two ducts, the right lymphatic duct and the thoracic duct. This illustration shows the areas of the body that are drained by each one of the ducts. In green is the area of the body that is drained by the right lymphatic duct. Notice that it contains the right side of the head, right thoracic area, and the right upper appendage. The thoracic duct drains the red area, the left side of the head, the left thoracic region, the left upper appendage, the abdominal area, and the lower appendages. Notice that the cisterna chyli here drains into the thoracic duct.